Hello and welcome to Big Orbit's Cardfight Vanguard weekly update. My name is James and today I'll be going through the cards shown throughout the past 7 days. Starting off, we have the RRR Kagura Grade 2 Dragon Full Armored Buster. His first skill is Continuous Vanguard Circle Rearguard Circle. If your opponent has no rear guards, this unit gets plus 3000 power. This can be really good as it forces your opponent to call out cards early on, otherwise they might not get through to the Vanguard they're trying to attack, and that gives you a chance to retire more units. And he also has Auto Vanguard Circle Rearguard Circle when placed, cost Soul Blast 2. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with Overlord in its card name from among them, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. This is a fairly expensive skill, but the consistency of getting either regular Overlord or Overlord the Great really helps, especially in this format with gifts. For Royal Paladin, we have the 9k Grade 2 Rotary Sage Bilk. Her skill is Continuous Rearguard Circle Guardian Circle all of your Undulatory Sage Tana on Rearguard Circle and Guardian Circle, plus 5000 power and plus 5000 shield. Undulatory Sage Tana has the same skill for Bilk. These two would be so much better if one of them was a Grade 1, but currently their skills don't accomplish much, but they are currently mostly useful for the shield buff. Refilling Riser is a Grade 2 with Nova Grappler and has Auto Vanguard Circle Rearguard Circle. When it attacks, one of your other units gets plus 3000 power until the end of the turn. If that unit is rest, it gets plus 5000 power instead of plus 3000 power. Currently, with no support, they will only be able to restand a unit once, but if they can stand up the unit multiple times, then the value of this card just keeps increasing. Link Joker get an amazing Grade 1 with Lethal Shock Jet Shaft. His skill is Auto Rearguard Circle when it boosts, costs Soul Blast 1, and your opponent intercepts as much as possible until the end of the battle. This means you can retire 2 of your opponent's rear guards against Force or Protect clans, and even more against XL. Sure, your attack is less likely to hit, but getting rid of your opponent's units so easily is well worth it. Blacklight Whip Flick Hitter is a Grade 2 with Auto Rearguard Circle once per turn. When a trigger unit is placed on your opponent's Guardian Circle for the battle your other unit attacked, costs Soul Blast 1 and this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. This skill isn't too useful, but the fear factor of it can make it good. You may never have to Soul Blast with this unit just through your opponent being scared of increasing the power, which can make them guard with a lot more normal units than just one single trigger unit. Link Joker get a new starting Vanguard with Star Corpseman Ruruli. Now this is a Link Joker's 3rd starting Vanguard, but it does have some other uses, and the unit that uses this card is Star Corpseman Gikros. His first skill is Auto Guardian Circle when an attack does not hit, cost Counterblast 1 and move this unit to Rearguard Circle without a unit. This is incredibly good to get amazing value from one unit. And his is Act Rearguard Circle, cost Soul Blast 1 Star Corpseman Ruruli, and look at the top card of your opponent's deck. You may bind that card face down, and you can only really use this once unless Link Joker have some way of putting cards from the drop zone into the soul, but we may see more skills like this in the future. Brad's old theme was to turn good luck into bad luck. If he now has a theme of removing triggers from your opponent's deck, then it would fit a similar kind of theme. Mastery Cover Mine is a double alpha Bermuda Triangle, with Auto Rearguard Circle when placed, cost Counterblast 1, draw 2 cards, then return a card from your hand to this deck and shuffle. If you have no rear guards with the same name as your Vanguard on Rearguard Circle, return 3 cards instead of returning 1. This condition is awkwardly specific, drawing a card for a counterblast of 1 and possibly putting a trigger back onto the deck. That may activate again is nice, but the condition just gets in the way really. Super Hit Medley Patel is another Grade 2 and has Act Vanguard Circle Rearguard Circle, costs Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets plus 5000 power until the end of the turn. If this unit is on Rearguard Circle, then cost Counterblast 1, and one of your Vanguards gets plus 5000 power until the end of the turn. For a Counterblast and Soul Blast, this isn't amazing. I understand that most of the Grade 2s and Grade 1s are made to power units up in Bermuda Triangle, but I feel that the resources will be running out too quickly for what they're getting. Onto promos of the week. The first one is for Nubatama, and it's a Grade 2 Stealth Fiend Kurabane Tengu. His skill is Auto Rearguard Circle when placed, costs Soul Blast 1. Your opponent chooses a trigger from his or her hand, and he or she may discard it. If he or she does not, you draw a card. Soul is important for Nubatama, but this is a very useful skill for them, as more often than not you should be drawing that extra card because people don't want to lose their cards, which will be great for if you're retiring your units with Magatsu or discarding Sentinels with Kokushi Gerasu. We have Lake Maiden Lien for Royal Paladin. She's a Grade 1 with Auto Rearguard Circle Guardian Circle when placed, costs Soul Blast 1, draw a card and discard a card from your hand. The fact that this works on Guardian Circle is pretty nice. It isn't too strong, but it could be giving you an emergency dig to try and find something that will save you. Dedicated Feelings Altair is a grade 2 with continuous rearguard circle. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 3000 power. This makes her a free 13k beta, which is the same power as your grade 3s, but you'll definitely want the actual grade 3s with all their melody skills. Happy Springer Ruol is a grade 1 for Bermuda Triangle and has auto rearguard circle. When it boosts costs, discard a card from your hand, and this unit gets plus 5000 power to the end of the battle for each grade of your opponent's Vanguard. So this will most likely be plus 15,000 power, but could go up to 20,000 depending on the matchup. Depending on Bermuda draw as well, this could actually see some use. It's just a shame this isn't, as Bermuda's grade 2s don't have the best skills currently. And that's everything for this week. Be sure to check out next week when I'll be going through the card shown throughout the next 7 days, and it's nice that we're getting a good mix of clans now instead of just all Bermuda Triangle. So we still do have some Bermuda Triangle to go through, but perhaps we will see a VR from Extra Booster Set 6, which will be nice. So I hope to see you next time. Bye!